Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Next up, we got a featherweight banger that smells like violence and sounds like CTE. It's Dan 50K Aija versus Patricio Pitbull Frere, a fight so gritty it might come with a tetanus warning. One guy's been smashing heads in Bellator for over a decade and just crossed over into the UFC like he unlocked the bonus level. The other guy, a Hawaii-born haymaker machine with fists full of regret for everyone who picked against him last time. Sorry again, Dan. Let's break it down. Patricio Pitbull Frere coming in as a plus 150 underdog with a record of 36-8. All right, let's put some respect on the man's name. Patricio Pitbull is a Bellator legend. We're talking 2-division champ, highlight reel knockouts, and 36 wins, which is just shy of the number of events Bellator ran during the pandemic. Pitbull fights like someone who hasn't smiled since 2006. He's short, stocky, and swings overhands like he's trying to knock satellites out of orbit. He's got thunder in both hands and a guillotine choke that has sent more men to sleep than Joe Rogan's DMT stories. If you mess up a shot on Pitbull, he's gonna snatch your neck like he's checking if it's right. His game is tight too. Good footwork, excellent counters, nasty low kicks, and that BJJ black belt means if he takes your back, it's probably a wrap. And he's tough. Like, had his face sliced open and still won by finish tough. If you heard him, congratulations. Now you have an angry Pitbull. Good luck. But here's the thing, he's 5'6" and built like a jacked Funko Pop. That's fine when you're fighting Bellator featherweights who only throw 3 punches per round. But now he's in the UFC and this is a whole different flavor of violence. His UFC debut against Yair Rodriguez? That went about as well as a Windows update during a live stream. Yair kicked his soul into the third row and exposed just how tough the adjustment can be. It was like, welcome to the UFC, now eat this spin kick. And look, Pitbull's style ages like milk in the sun. He's 37 now, with a lot of mileage. He's still dangerous, no question. But when he doesn't get that early kill, the output slows and the height disadvantage starts feeling like a brick wall. Dan 50K Aija coming in as a minus 180 favorite with a record of 19-9. Let's talk about Hawaii's most underappreciated power puncher not named Max. Dan Aija is called 50K for a reason. Bonus checks seem to follow this dude like pigeons in the park. He comes to scrap. And if you're standing across from him, you're gonna get bloodied, bruised, or flatlined. His boxing is clean. Left hook like a boomerang. Uppercut like a jackhammer. And his ability to close distance and fight in the pocket, slicker than your uncle's hairline at a wedding. Dan throws everything with purpose. No wasted motion, just good old-fashioned come forward and break your nose type of violence. He's also got a black belt in BJJ, a brown belt in judo, and he can grapple if you give him the reason. And that dog in him? It's less like a metaphor and more like a full-on Pitbull, ironically, but a younger one with better cardio and less chin mileage. Let's not forget that in his last fight, he beat Sean Woodson every minute of every round and then finished him in the third like he was running late for dinner. That performance was so sharp, it made people go, wait, are we underrating Dan again? Dan's weakness? He can get a little reckless. If you're a sniper with good counters, you can catch him. He also struggles with elite wrestlers, but spoiler alert, Pitbull is not Islam Makhachev. If you're gonna beat Dan, you have to earn it. There's no free lunch here. And Pitbull might find out that when he tries to bulldoze forward, Dan's left hook is waiting with a plate of humble pie. So who wins? Pitbull's got the power, the guillotine, and the pedigree to make this a rough night for anyone, especially if Dan overextends early. If Pitbull can land that clean counter or drop for a snatchy little guillotine, he could very well make the UFC go, okay, he's still got it. But let's be honest, if this turns into a war of attrition, the UFC lights, the octagon size, the pace, and the durability all swing Dan's way. EJ is a younger, fresher fighter who's been sharpening his tools against UFC killers for years. He's not going to fold if Pitbull lands one clean right. He's going to bite down, fire back, and probably earn another bonus while he's at it. Official pick. Dan Aija by TKO, round 2. Dan's volume, power, and pressure wear Pitbull down. I think he survives the early heat, starts landing the body shots, and puts the Bellator legend away midway through the second. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.